Welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friend's Coming Jelly, and I've used the ketogenic journey to lose 211 pounds. Yes, I'm up on that scale, but I am trying my hardest to bring it down. I am doing a 30-day challenge that I made up called No Excuses. I have a bunch of stuff that I have to stick to for 30 days, including trying to get 8,000 steps in a day. I was shy yesterday, which you're about to see, but the day before, I almost had 16,000 steps. So I kind of average it during the week. If I don't make 8,000 every day, as long as whatever my total for the 7 days is, as long as it equals what would have been 8,000 steps each day, then I'm good. Because that's usually how it works for me. I usually some days get really high numbers and other days only 5,000-6,000. So that being said, let me go ahead and show you my macros from yesterday, my ketones, my glucose from this morning, my weight, and my sleep, and my steps. And if you saw yesterday's video, you will know my toe. My toe is hurt really badly. I'm really starting to think I chipped the bone. When I went to the eye doctor with my daughter in there, they actually said it looked like I broke the toe. So, and it's shooting pain. But here we go. Let me show you what's happened today so far. I almost forgot to film. Okay, glucose 74. This is after a, let's see, 17, 18, I think 18-hour fast. One second. My finger doesn't want to bleed. It's being a pain today. And yes, my toe, it still hurts so much worse today. .2 ketones. GKI is 20.5. It's saying I'm not in ketosis, of course. My steps was 7,108. 6 hours and 47 minutes of sleep. Okay, so yesterday's macros. 97 protein, 77 fat, 1,087 calories, 10 total carbs, 8 net carbs, and 168.2, almost half a pound down. It is about 12 a.m. and I'm about to break my 18-hour fast with my first collagen coffee, which is, for people who don't know, it is 11 grams of my collagen, 1 sweet and low. I miss my other stuff. I miss my other sweet and low, my other... 1 sweet and low, and a half a tablespoon of butter, all mixed together, and that's what I drink when I say I'm drinking a collagen coffee. I have 3 of those a day. Usually have more sweet and low in it. Usually have trivia in it. Yeah. But, and I usually have sometimes 1 tablespoon of butter, but right now I'm doing no excuses. And you know, I didn't make the steps yesterday. I was shy 900 because of my toe, and my toe is still throbbing. Like, it hurts to even go to the bathroom. It hurt all night long. I didn't fall asleep until 3:30 this morning because of the pain. But no excuses. Somehow I have to figure out how to get those steps in, even with a boo-boo toe, because no excuses. No excuses. It's 1 o'clock. I am getting starving, and I have to take my daughter to town to pick up her new glasses. So, and I'm having cod tonight. Air fried cod later this evening. So I just need something fast. It's not pretty. It doesn't matter. It's going to fit my macros. I'm doing 1.5 ounces of Havarti. I'm pronouncing it right, because some of y'all, it looks like y'all would tell me to pronounce it Havati, and then other people it looks like Havarti. So, Havarti dill cheese, 7 ounces ground turkey, and a squirt of French's mustard. And I'm also having to cook up more of the ground turkey because today's the day you have to cook it or throw it out. So I am cooking it up for this week. Okay, if I had my way, I would just lay out in the sun all day. It is hot. My house is hot because no AC. I would just lay out and enjoy the sun. Get some sun. But I have to go take my daughter to get her glasses. I'm trying to do my walk and look for the cat because Honey's been missing all morning and evening, like all day. I still can't find him. Guess he's feeling better, but that makes me nervous. And my toe is slowing me down big time. Let me show you what I got at Harris Teeter. It is not cheap. It is very expensive. Keep that in mind. First, I went and got me sweet spiraled boar's head ham from the deli, which 3 ounces is 1 carb. I also got golden turkey boar's head from the deli, 1 pound, and 2 ounces is 0 carbs. I got me some more pepperoni, hard salami, more of my favorite expensive insane cheese. Yummy, yummy. 0 carbs for 1 ounce. Then I went over to the other area and I found these. And I'll buy these from now on because it's cheaper. And I use them for salads anyways. So this is the turkey. And you can get it for $7.99 a pound instead of $10.99 a pound buying it this way. And it's good until June. So I'm putting it in my fridge. I'm going to eat the sandwich meat, sliced deli meat first. And yeah, same with this bad boy. It is cheaper. Instead of me paying almost, let me see how much I paid. I paid $12 a pound of regular. This one is $7.99 a pound too because it ain't cut. And I want it diced or shredded anyways. So this will be the way I buy it from now on. But yes, I've got me some deli meats because I usually can do just fine on boar's head, which I think I'm going to make a salad in a few minutes because I don't think I'm doing the cod tonight. So we'll see. And 2 heads of iceberg lettuce. I already have tomatoes and cucumbers from a local farmer stand. So this was my little haul, which was very expensive. Like, let me see, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, about $87. Okay, I got like 10 pounds of chicken breasts yesterday at Costco for like $20 and something. So deli meat, especially the kind I can eat, outrageous. But it goes a long way for me because I add it to salads or an omelet. So I actually get more out of this than chicken breast. Last meal of the day, it is 6 p.m. I am having 2.5 ounces of lettuce, 2 ounces of tomato, 2 ounces of the ham, 3 ounces of the turkey, 2 ounces of cheese, 2 tablespoons of Duke mayo, and a pinch, just a little bit of mustard to give it a little kick, and some Himalayan salt, and a spray, 1 spray of my olive oil. So I'm starving, so I'm gonna eat. Dead exhausted. It is 6 o'clock. I thought my day was over. And yes, I have not got my steps in at all. I'm in severe pain. I just want to go elevate my foot. I think I've gotten 3,000 steps in on the errands I had to do. My whole foot hurts. Like ankle, everything does. Just had my dinner, which y'all saw. But I have to go to Lowe's because they had my oven on sale. I bought it online. It supposedly will be here tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I forgot to buy a plug for it. You think stuff that expensive would come with a plug, right? So my butt needs to go get a plug because they ain't going anywhere until it's set up perfectly. We know it works and that my floor didn't get scraped, because if we have to push it back, it'll get all scraped up. And I'm not going through that again. We already know the disaster I had with the refrigerator. And the car is the perfect size. It's gonna slide in. We're not gonna have a nightmare like we did with the refrigerator. So that's where I've headed. That's where I'm going. I also have more news. I'll tell you in a minute. All right, so I'm headed out right now to Lowe's that is how late I'm recording this intro that I just did and then showed y'all everything. The chat is the moving company that is shipping all of Dino's stuff. Well, not all. He can only ship 1,000 pounds. 1,000 pounds is costing over $3,000. It's insane. But there's just some stuff you can't get rid of, like photo albums of grandparents and all kind of stuff, and just some things that you just, yeah. And he has to have his computer. And so, they're coming on the 11th of June. He was kind of hoping they would come this week, to be honest, but so he will be here before the end of June. Before the end of June, he will be here permanently, living here. And I guess I should have let those comments go through that I did not let go through. Hold on one second. I didn't let them go through because I thought they would upset him, because some of them were saying we didn't belong together and all other kind of stuff. And he's not like me. Like, they kind of bothered me because I was like, maybe I explained things wrong. But they didn't even bother him at all when I told him, because at first I wasn't even going to tell him. I didn't want to upset him. Didn't even upset him. I don't know if I can upset him, to be truthful. I've tried over the years. He doesn't change his emotions. It's always the same kill, like always. But yeah. So, he's coming to permanently live here with me, permanently. My daughter is through the roof excited, like so ecstatic right now. We found out the ID, if your ID expires, you have a year, because of the C word, you have a year, and you can still get on planes with expired ID for a year. Because he can't even get an appointment anytime soon to even get a new ID. And it expired on his birthday. And we thought that was going to stop him. But now, the moving company is coming. And then, he has to empty out the house and get on a plane and get here. So, yeah. We were hoping last night, he kept me up until like 3 a.m. He was hoping last night that he could be here by the 2nd to help me unload the bedroom, because now that my frame and everything's coming the same day, I thought the frame and stuff was not going to be here until like July, August, because that's what they told me. And he was going to be here to help me disassemble everything and move it all out, because nothing can be in that room. They said they need, well, the elliptical has to stay a course, and my jury box has to stay a course, because it is a real toolbox, real standing toolbox. I turned into a jury box. It ain't going nowhere. But I have to take it all out. And I thought he was going to be here to help me, and he thought he was going to be here to help me. But it's coming on the 2nd with the mattress. So that will be all me, moving everything around and taking stuff apart. Hopefully I don't get hurt, because I am a jeansy. Like, I can't do nothing without breaking something, cutting something, catching something on fire. Like, I have serious jeansy issues. Like, I don't know what's happened. It's all this last year or more. Like, one thing after another. Am I not paying attention? I don't know what's going on. I think I'm paying attention. I think I'm being safe. The more safe I'm being, the more I get hurt. Does anyone else have that issue? Anyone else crazy like me? So I'm having my second collagen coffee right now. I haven't even started drinking it yet. You've seen all my meals for the day. Yes, I was doing cod, but we went to Harris Teeter, and Harris Teeter every Thursday always had, hold on, the sun's killing me, always had prime rib Thursdays, where you get, yes, what I'm about to mention isn't keto. Potatoes, prime rib, and a veggie medley. The veggie medley, it totally can be keto. It's just a little bit of green beans, a little bit of carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, all fried up together, and you can get 2 servings of that. That just made it keto, maybe a high carb keto with those kind, but still, I'm sure you're still in your net carbs with no problem. It would just be a high total carb day, probably like 20 something, more than it. That was probably more than 20 total carbs, but I don't know, because servings look differently from a distance. Or you can have 2 servings of potatoes, or 1 and 1. So my daughter and dad got it, and of course they don't like them. They got all potatoes. So since I brought them that for $12.99, which to me is cheap because McDonald's drive-thru is like almost $30 when my dad and daughter goes to McDonald's drive-thru, and it's garbage food, right? So $25 and something, they got some prime rib and potatoes and stuff, and it was a good portion. So that's what they had for dinner, and that's why I had my salad for dinner. I'm really excited about finding out that I can buy the boar's head meat where it isn't sliced, and it's cheaper. That's the exciting part. $7.99 a pound versus $10.99 and $12.99 a pound. I've never seen those there, so either they sell out really fast or they just switch them around. But yeah, no, I got me one, and it's good until sometime in June. So my bet, every time I go shopping there, I'm gonna head over to that area first, which is nowhere near the deli. It's over by the meat department, and see if they have them before I even have them cut me any, because I'm good chopping it up. I'm good slicing it up. I don't need anyone to do that for me. I don't need to spend an extra $3 a pound to have someone do that for me. No, I'm good. So I am excited about that. Because I actually love to take them and put them in my food processor on the chopping thing, or the grate thing that you would normally grate cheese and different stuff, and do that with it, because that's how Ryan's Steakhouse, when you would go to their buffet back in the day, all their little turkey and hams that went on your salads, they weren't cute. They were like shredded, and it was so yummy. I worked there for years too, and my family ate there for like a billion times, me growing up. And I loved how they diced their vegetables, and they shredded their meats, and I eat it for salad. So yeah, no, I'm excited about that, because boar's head's really expensive. The only reason I get to eat it because my mother buys it for me. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie at all, because I do all the grocery shopping, and I do a lot of the cooking and stuff. They buy me certain things that I can't afford, like the boar's head dill cheese. Let's get real. If I was paying for all my food just myself, I would have to not eat such expensive food and probably get sick a lot. I am trying the Costco chicken again, to see if I can tolerate it. I used to be able to, then all of a sudden I couldn't eat it because it's way cheaper. Like $2.99 a pound for chicken strips, and $1 something a pound for chicken breast, 99 cents for drumsticks, $1 something for thighs. Like, their meat is really good price. The reason we had to stop buying their meat though is I am the meat eater of the family. My dad doesn't really eat chicken too much, but when it comes to protein, I am the one that eats a pound of protein a day, and they don't even eat a pound of protein a day between the three of them. So the meat was going bad, because I only eat dark meat, I eat white, and they only eat dark. So it just wasn't working out. But we're gonna try again. And with Dino coming and us doing, now they eat way more protein when Dino is here and he cooks on the charcoal grill. The taste is so different that they love it. Like, I could make 30 wings, season them up, and they will eat it for the week between the three of them. And my mom will eat it cold, hot, it doesn't matter. Did I say wings? I meant chicken legs. I think I said wings. But anyways, and I'm the same way. I can eat the steak cold. I can eat anything that's on there cold. I don't even warm it back up. I don't want to change the texture of it. It's just so yummy that I can eat it cold if it's been charcoaled. So I'm hoping the tomato, we'll see if the tomato affects me. If my weight goes up tomorrow, because I have been super strict, and I'm probably eating and having my last collagen coffee today because it's so late. I can already tell you I'm not. It's 6:17. It is too late for me to have it. So I'm sticking to it today. So I've been super strict today. And if my weight goes up tomorrow, I might wonder a little if it's a sandwich meat or the tomato. I had tomato yesterday, and sometimes when I have tomato 2 days in a row, my weight will go up on the second day. I did manage to go down almost half a pound from yesterday, so we will see. Alright, so I got a comment. How do I know something's water weight? Well, when I ate the saltine crackers, I woke up the next morning almost 8 pounds higher than I was. Water weight, because my calories that day was less than 1,600, probably lower than 12. You can't gain fat like that and not overnight. Also, when weight falls off of you very whooshingly, after going up so fast, water weight. If you can push down at your skin and it leaves a mark or indent, water weight. I know I put 2 pounds of lean mass on according to my scale since February. It's still on there. I thought I had lost it, but it's still saying it's still on there. So that would put me about 160. Meaning, what did it say today? I think the scale's like 168 today, which means I'm about 8 pounds higher in fluid and fat. Because I've had it on me so long, I don't know if it's turned to fat. I mean, the scale says it did, so we're gonna go with the scale. Because I've had it on me for so terribly long, since basically March, the beginning of March. I ate so much sugar that I knew, and so much food that was not keto, Cheetos, you name it. I knew I was going to gain some real weight doing that. And the weight part isn't what makes me regret it at all. What makes me regret it is how sick I felt every day. How my skin got really bad. And yes, I did not like myself when Dina was here just because of multiple reasons. I explained that in yesterday's video, but one big thing was I was sick. Every day felt like garbage. I was preoccupied by talking to y'all, like when I was talking to y'all, of not throwing up. I was so sick every day because of the trash I was eating to make him happy. But like I told him, he's moving here permanently. This is my diet permanently. When I get to maintenance, will I have some salsa and chips once a month maybe at the Mexican restaurant? Maybe. Not promising it. Will I go off for Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas? Yes, I've already said I would. But just for that day, just the dinner meals. And I told him that it will not be the way it was when he was here, because he keeps telling me he has weight to lose. He wants to lose weight himself. So snacking, no matter what he says, does not help, no matter what kind of diet you're on. If you're sitting there eating tons of Cheetos and tons of food around the clock at night, you're never gonna lose weight. And I can't snack. Snacking makes me bloated and can make my weight go up. And I can't do 3 meals a day. I get sick eating 3 meals a day. Literally, physically sick. I can get my calories in 1 meal. I can get them in 2. I can separate them and get calories in for 2 meals. Of course, when I get to maintenance, I'm going to have to adjust things. But I don't necessarily have to raise my calories, because a lot of people's like, well, you'll be raising your calories. I don't really focus on calories. I will be raising to net carbs. And wherever my calories fall, they fall. And when you add to net carbs instead of total carbs, your calories are going up anyways. Like, they're going to start soaring very quickly. Very quickly. Especially with Quest peanut butter cups, which I am missing. I am craving them. Last night I was craving them, and last night when I hurt my toe, I opened up the freezer to get some ice, and I was like, keto ice cream. Oh. And I shut it, and I didn't even get ice. I shut it so fast, when laid on the couch and elevated my foot, because at that moment, I almost had a moment of weakness because I was in so much pain. And what happens when I get hurt? It triggers me for keto sweets. It was triggering me for like donuts and stuff, but now all of a sudden, this past week, every time I get hurt, I just get triggered for my keto snacks. But I was very proud of myself, because just because I hurt my foot, that was not an excuse to go eat some keto ice cream or keto cups or anything that has sugary stuff in it. I wouldn't even let myself have an extra collagen coffee, which I really love. I was not rewarding myself or making myself feel better after getting a boo-boo with sweetness. It wasn't happening. And like I said, it hurts, but that is no excuse for me to mess up, and it's no excuse for me not to at least get 5,000 steps in today, because I can make up for it. I'm already way ahead of the game for the week, so I have more than enough time to make up for it, because the goal is, I'm doing math in my head. Oh my gosh, I can't even do math in my head. I'm so tired. It's one of those days. 8 times 8 is 48, right? So 40,000 steps. If I'm doing math right, I don't know. So whatever, 7 days a week, 8K a day, whatever that equals, that does not equal right. I know it doesn't. 40. 5 plus 8 is 40. What am I? I swear. It's 56. So, that's how tired I am. I normally can shoot off math in my head in seconds. I can tell you exactly how much you're going to pay for something with the taxes of the state that you're in, down to the penny. But that's all I can think about is my toe totally burning, and I literally can't even think straight. Like, I didn't even want to be out driving today, because I was like, I'm not focused. I am so not focused today. And I know you're all pretty saying they're saying you're not focused, but yet you're talking and recording. It's the only time I have. And I'm more focused driving right now than when I was listening to my music earlier. I was getting lost in my music. I'm not really getting lost right here. That's why I pray the math was all messed up, because I wasn't focusing on the numbers. I'm more focused on my driving. But yeah, so as long as I get the average equal 8,000 steps a day out of each week, I'm good. I'm happy. So I'm going to shut up, because I think I've been talking too long, but the sun is so bright I can't even see the phone at all. It's just a black screen for me, so hopefully it is still recording. But I have to run into Lowe's in a minute and get that stupid plug. So, alright. I think that's it. I mean, I might pop back in and say a few words tonight, but I'm not sure, because right now I'm mad at my cat. Honey is missing. He's been missing all day long, and every time he disappeared, he was always home between 5:30 and 7. So he better be home when I get home, because I'm gonna be mad. Like my mom said, if that cat has ran away permanently and they just paid that money and she could have got an oven for the price of that cat, she'll be freaking out. So, but Honey's my dad's cat, but yet I'm the one who has to take care of it, and Haley's the one that tamed it. So yeah, it's one of those days. But I am excited that Dino is finally coming. I was gonna get on a plane and go there for the last week, but we desperately needed a bed. We desperately need a working oven. We do not have a working oven. It does not work properly at all. It takes forever, and it's pulling too much electricity. It's literally costing too much money, because we're having to cook it way longer than we should, hours longer than we should, because it doesn't work. And with him moving here and us cooking for all of us now, like my mom, my dad, my daughter, and him and me, we need something functioning. And like I said, we need a bed for him to come here. And I'm like, even though my flights are free, by the time I get there, and he wanted to stay in a hotel, and by the time we eat every day, the eating is like insane there because I'd want to stay keto. And by the time we did all that, plus I would want to actually go see the sights because I never got to before, all the times I've gone to Hawaii, that would be the price of my bed and my new stove easy, because I always spent that much every time I went there. So yeah, I'm okay with spending on things that we need, and it will be around for the future and not just a 10-day trip. So yeah, all right, now let me go in here. He's been found. He's exactly where I thought he was. Last night, for 3 nights in a row, he tried to run away with stripers, and I stopped him and put him to bed every night. But last night I was too hurt, and he did it. He ran away, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and he finally came home and brought stripers with him. They were over at the neighbor's house with all those cats. You need to stay put. Yes, you know I'm talking about you.